I bought a few things lately, they just arrived this week. Being a photographer, I think you can agree with me, is not cheap. And being a YouTuber is even worse because you're gonna have to buy more stuff as well. So today I'm gonna talk about my favorite gear and I'm gonna give you some serious recommendations about what you should get if you are just starting and what you should get if you want to upgrade, if this is what you are looking for. And I'm gonna talk about the less sexy part of photography and filmmaking, which is SD cards, hard drives, and SSD drives. I never talked about this before, and I had to talk about it because it's one of the most important things, because it's gonna store all your data and files. I'm gonna put timestamps below. You're gonna have chapters in this video, so you can skip if you like to the part you are more interested about. And also, today I'm gonna announce the winner of the cinematic challenge I announced last month. So if you are new here, you can skip it or you can watch it to join us in this community. You should definitely subscribe if you want to join the competitions in the future as well. This channel is all about photography, creativity, content creation, and also about my life as a photographer, because I'm starting my solo travels very soon and I'm gonna take you along with me. So you're gonna be able to follow all my adventures. So I'm gonna be blogging a lot and taking pictures around the world and still teach you everything I know about the photography industry. So make sure to click the bell button as well to be notified about my weekly videos. I'm going to talk first about the cameras because it's the most important part. And I say cameras because I need two. As a photographer and content creator, I need a second camera to be able to record myself taking photos and record behind the scenes for you guys. So my main camera is the one I'm recording with right now, which is the Sony a7R5. That's a beast of a camera. It's my photography camera. I'm super happy with it. And if you follow me, you know that I switched from Canon to Sony after 14 years, well, almost 15 years with Canon. But you have videos about that on my channel and why I switched, but I'm very happy with the switch. This camera is crazy good for both photo and video. I couldn't be happier with it. And the second camera, and I'm in love with this tiny camera as well, is the Sony a7C. It's such a tiny camera. I mean, now I have a very bulky lens, but it's such a tiny camera and I love it because for vlogging is the one I use the most. And I do have a video from Scotland. It's a photography vlog and I use both cameras. I use the Sony a7R5 to record B-roll in slow motion in 60 frames per second because it's better quality, but the rest of the vlog is recorded with the Sony a7C because it's very light, very tiny, and it's perfect for vlogging. I'm quite tempted with the Sony a7C Mark II, but I'm not gonna do it because, to be honest, this one is quite new, so I'm not gonna fall into it, at least yet. I'm gonna keep with the Sony a7C for my travels and then see what happens. The next camera I have is the GoPro. This one is the GoPro Hero 11. And I'm in love with this tiny camera, okay? I had the Hero 7 as well. I think I'm gonna take it with me to my travels as well, because once I lost it in Ecuador when I was surfing, the older one I had, and I didn't have a second GoPro. So now, because I have two, I will take both. But the Hero 11, the quality is insane. In my Scotland video, there was a part when I was hiking where it started to rain like crazy and I couldn't vlog anymore. So it was very handy for me to have the GoPro, and I was actually amazed by the sound of the internal mic. It sounds pretty good, so you can check it out later if you like. So this one for me is a must. Also for creative angles, for very wide angles as well in the car, I use it a lot. For traveling, I'm gonna use it even more because right now I'm recording a lot in this studio, but not anymore very soon. So this one is a must for me, the GoPro. And the next one, and you saw me a few times already with it, is my drone, which is the DJI Mini 2. I have a conflict with this one right now. I love it so much, but because I'm starting my solo travels and I don't have anyone to help me while I'm blogging for you guys or recording myself, this one doesn't have subject tracking. So I did a video not long ago where I show you how you can do with this one to record yourself even without the subject tracking. And it did work. I'm quite happy with the result, but it's quite challenging. So ideally, the DJI Mini 3 Pro or the 4th one they just released, they would make my life way easier, but I just invested in new Sony gear and yeah, it was too much money already. So for now, I'm gonna keep with my DJI Mini 2. I'm very happy with it, even though I would like to upgrade. If you are just starting and you don't want to invest too much, just one camera, okay? Don't complicate yourself. But then when you want to upgrade, like I've been doing through these years, you can get a drone to get drone shots, which are incredible. And the GoPro is very good as well if you do extreme sports, underwater, or you want to do creative angles. Otherwise, as I said, one camera more than enough. So the next thing I'm gonna talk about is lenses. As I mentioned before, the Sony a7C is quite tiny, so there is no point to take a small camera if you're gonna put a huge lens on it. For vlogging, I mean. So I always pair it with my Tamron 17-28mm f2.8. I'm recording with it right now. It's perfect because for being a zoom lens and for being quite versatile, it's small and it's light, which for me is one of the most important parts. And being 17-28mm, you're gonna be able to shoot quite wide when you are vlogging, but also you're gonna be able to zoom in a little bit. And then in the camera, you have the super 35mm option, which is great to crop in a little bit more and have more reach. This lens is my favorite one for vlogging. Then I have this one, the 24-105mm, which is tighter when I'm vlogging, but it has internal stabilization, which is great, and you can notice the difference quite a lot. So this one I'm gonna use it as well. And then I have other lenses, which are my photography lenses, so I'm not gonna talk about them. I'm gonna put below the link to all my photography and video gear for you to check it out. And you're gonna have the link to all the gear I'm gonna be talking about today, because otherwise this video is gonna be crazy long. You're gonna be able to check everything for yourself later. Another lens I love for photography, but I'm gonna use a lot for video, is the 70-200 f2.8 G Master, the new version. This lens is incredible. I love it for portrait photography, and it's a great tele lens. And I know I'm gonna use it a lot as well for B-roll on my videos when I travel, because you can reach quite a lot, and the stabilization is quite good in the camera. In the Sony a7R5, as I said, the IBIS is amazing. I did have to mention this one because I think it's very versatile. I was doubting between the 100-400 and this one because I love surf photography, and I'm gonna come back to do it very soon when I travel. So I was doubting which one to take, but the 70-200 is way more versatile, guys, because I can do both. I can have a tele lens and then at the same time an amazing portrait lens, and I do a lot of portrait photography. And also it's a bit lighter and a bit smaller, which for traveling is perfect. So I'm quite happy with the choice. Let's cover now mics. I don't care what you buy, because you can do without a drone, you can do without GoPro, you can do without many lenses, but to start with, you need a camera, a lens, and a mic. Sound is very important. So I recently got, actually I received it yesterday and I'm recording with it right now, is the DJI wireless mic. I always had Rode mics, but I will tell you why I've got this one and why I upgraded. So you saw me in every video recording with the Wireless Go from Rode, which is this one here. And no complaints. You saw my videos, you guys love the sound because many of you texted me regarding this. It's an amazing mic, but I felt I wanted to upgrade because I'm gonna start traveling, and this one has only one transmitter. And this one, the DJI mic, as you can see, I'm using one. Actually, I have a lavalier attached to it, but then there is another one here. Why I didn't buy the Rode Wireless Go 2, which has two transmitters as well? I bought the DJI because it has a charging case that I love, and it charges everything up to 3 times, which equals 15 hours of recording time, which is a lot. And also, one of my favorite features is that every transmitter has an internal recorder, which means that I can use just the mic to record my voiceovers, and then I can drop them on my laptop to use in my editing software. You are also able to record a safety track if you need to, and it comes as well with an adapter for your phone, which is amazing if you want to record voiceovers in your Instagram Reels, TikToks, or short form content. So this is my sound setup. And then I'm gonna talk about another mic I bought, the Rode Micro 2. Why? I do have the Rode Mic Pro Plus, which is this one. This one is one of the best mics ever, okay? Everyone has it, I'm sure you saw it many times, and it's perfect. But you have to be careful, it works with batteries, it lasts a lot, I have to say, but you have to charge it and be careful that it's charged all the time when you travel. So this one, first of all, it's more discreet when I want to vlog around, and second of all, it doesn't work with batteries. That's the reason why I bought it. Because many times you will see, if you follow me on my channel, I'm gonna go to remote places and maybe I'm gonna be without charging my gear for a few days. With this, I don't have to worry because you plug it in the camera and it powers itself with the camera. I don't have to worry about batteries with this mic. So that's the reason why I bought it, because many people may say, Laura, why do you have 3 mics? This one, and the DJI, but they are for complete different things. Because this one is more for vlogging, outdoors, Then this one is perfect for behind the scenes because I'm far away from the camera, otherwise it would be too echoey here with this one or this one. And this one is when I don't care about the battery and I want to vlog with good sound. So there is nothing wrong with having a few mics because they have different purposes. So yeah, Rode the AI, and it's completely fine to own a few brands, guys. You don't have to stick to one because people out there get a bit too crazy about brands. They work, they're amazing, both of them, and I have both of them, okay? So that's all about mics. Now I'm gonna talk about another essential for me to make all my videos, which is music. And I'm gonna talk about my favorite platform, which is Audio. They are sponsoring today's video. Audio is a music licensing platform where you can find so many tracks and sound effects for your videos. You need license-free music because otherwise, if you want to monetize your content, you're not gonna be able to do it because you're gonna have copyright claims, and we don't want that. You guys love the cinematic music I use on my videos, and it's from Audio. And right now they are offering a 70% off in the first year, which is just $59 for the whole year. That's less than $5 per month. It's the cheapest you can find right now. And all you have to do is put the code LauraBC through the link below. Go check it out if you are planning to make content for YouTube, for Instagram, for TikTok, or whatever it is, even client work, because it's very affordable and you're gonna find incredible music over there. Also, they are big supporters of this channel and they created a competition for you guys. I announced last month a cinematic sequence challenge. I was amazed by the sequences you guys sent me. So I'm very happy to see that being a photographer, you also love video. So thank you so much to everyone who participated because it was very hard to choose and you guys made such an effort and I really appreciate that. It's great to get creative. Then I saw as well incredible drone footage. So it was very hard to select a winner. Thank you so much everyone for participating and getting creative with me. And this one is the winner. I love how he opens the sequence here because with that camera movement, the scene looks very cinematic. And also it tells a story already. He's in nature and he went with his camera gear. He's grabbing the lens and then he's gonna put it on the camera. But notice how doing the same action, he's recording from different camera angles. And this is a must if you want it to look cinematic, otherwise it would be too boring. And he did the same thing when he's picking up the camera to point it and shoot. He's recording from different angles as well. And notice how in post-production, he did zoom ins and zoom outs to make the image look more dynamic, which is great and I really love he did this. And the second part of the story, which I love, is when he's taking the pictures and then he's taking the phone because someone is calling him. And I really love these close-up shots. I think they look great because there is also a lot of bokeh in the background. It's very blurry. I love this frame. And the last part, which is amazing, it's when he looks at camera and he adds this camera movement. I think this is such an impactful end for this sequence. Congratulations, because you just won a $200 gift card for Amazon and a lifetime subscription with Audio. So I'm gonna reach out to you to sort out this. Again, it was very hard to choose because you guys did an amazing work and I don't want you to feel discouraged because you didn't win, because actually every entry was so good, even if you were beginners. You were scared to submit because you say you are a beginner, but that's the whole thing about it. Becoming better, practicing, and putting yourself out there. So I really appreciate you did it, and I'm very encouraged as well to create more competitions like this because I did enjoy a lot watching all your sequences. Thank you so much, Audio, for sponsoring today's video and making this challenge possible. So now let's talk about SD cards. I hate talking about this in a way because they are so expensive and as I said, it's not that sexy, okay? You spend a lot of money and it's not as exciting as getting a new lens or a new camera, right? It's just an SD card. But it's very important to invest in a good one because it's gonna have your data. So unfortunately, in a way, because I have the Sony a7R5, the files are huge. I'm recording 4K, I'm recording video, I'm doing photos, I'm doing everything in between. I need something with a lot of capacity and with very high speed. So I invested in not one, two Lexar SD cards is this one. This one just arrived this week as well. So freaking expensive, but I'm gonna tell you why I took this one. This one is the Lexar 256GB V90. My camera is very powerful and it records many different codecs, so I wanted to make sure I can record in all the codecs possible, so I bought this one, which is very expensive. But what's the point to have a very powerful camera if then I'm gonna put an SD card that is not gonna work properly with the codecs? So I invested on a good card, okay? I bought one and I bought a second one because with one is not enough. Let's talk about the storage. This is also something I hate spending money on because it's not as exciting. So I use three main ways to store all my photos and videos. One, which is the heavier one and bulkier one, which is these drives. They are hard drives from Lassie. They never fail me. I don't wanna talk too loud, but they never fail me. I love them and they work very well. But obviously they are more bulky and they are heavier and they are more sensitive because there are plates inside. So if you drop them or something like that, they are easier to break. It never happened to me, but yeah, they're more delicate. So this is one option. And then my other favorite option is SSDs. They are so tiny, so you can agree with me that this for traveling, it's amazing. Do you see this thing? This tiny thing, very expensive. Again, this is something I invested on because I'm gonna start my travels and I need something tiny. This one is 4TB. It's the T7 Shield from Samsung. Why did I buy this and not SanDisk? I've been using SanDisk for many years and this one is 2TB. I have a couple of them, they never fail me. No, I have 4 actually. I have 2 of 2TB, this one is 1TB, and another one of half a terabyte. They never fail me. So I was about to get this one, 4TB, till I saw everywhere online and on YouTube, many creatives were having problems with the 4TB from SanDisk. They were failing and losing all the data. Don't worry about that because apparently it was a bad batch from SanDisk, so it doesn't happen with the rest of them and apparently it's sorted, but there was a bad batch that was failing on many people. So I got very scared and I went for the Samsung. People are very happy with this one and I'm very happy with this one. I bought 2 as well, 2 of 4TB. Also quite expensive, but again, you invest on it and that's it. Because it's 4TB and it's very tiny and it's so light. This is crazy good when you are traveling. As I said, you're gonna have all the links below to all the gear. And I do have more gear, but I wanted to talk about my favorite pieces of gear. If you're a beginner watching this, don't get overwhelmed by all of this. It took me years to get all of this, okay? You just need a camera, a lens, and a mic, and obviously a hard drive or SSD if you want to invest in something smaller and lighter, and an SD card. Please don't get the same SD card as me because you have to check your camera specifications first, okay? You may handle with something half the price of mine. I did have to buy this one for the codecs of my own camera, so don't listen to me if you have a different camera. Just always double check, okay? If you want to get some inspiration and learn how to record yourself, if you don't know yet, go check out this video I'm gonna put here where I explain how I use my gear to record myself and be creative. As usual, subscribe to my channel if you didn't yet and like the video because it helps me a lot. And I will see you very soon.